About you, but every 2 minutes there's always a brand new royal book with a brand new set of revelations. You know the sort of thing I mean. Next month we can look forward to yet another former royal butler, assistant to the late and beautiful Princess Diana, the Princess of Wales, revealing sudden memories that apparently he couldn't remember previously. Of course, I've always thought, in my personal opinion, that butler put Her Majesty the Queen in a rather unenviable position because suddenly she had to remember a certain conversation that she had. Many people suspect that that certain conversation wasn't exactly the same conversation as the royal butler, but we'll leave that there for now. You get the picture. This latest book is all focusing on, of course, the beleaguered former royal known as the Duke of York, His Royal Highness Prince Andrew. Now, whatever people might think about Prince Andrew, and I know there's lots out there, trust me, there's lots to criticise, but the other side of the coin is he did do his stint, let's not forget, over in the Falklands and did some sterling work there. However, seemingly his own personal and private life has engulfed him, well, from that point onwards, seemingly didn't have too much to do. But now the story goes that, well, Andrew the Spare and Prince Harry the Spare, well, alongside Meghan Markle, this happened too. As ever, let me explain. Morning, good to see you, chums. Thank you so much for joining me today. Lovely to have your company. And as ever, thank you, by the way, for your patience with the technical glitch on my latest by royal appointment. Thrilled to be able to get it fixed for you. You know, a lot of it, this is what I love about our channel. You're so supportive because I had no idea that it had gone wrong. And, you know, when you're putting them up and doing all the things, and that's not the right term, is it? You know, the terminology, but you know what I mean. I've been trained by these young people, very trendy people, who basically say, oh, Neil, it's easy, you just do this. But you know what I'm saying? When they leave you and you're on your own, you're not quite sure, are you? And you're looking back at the notes thinking, what did he say? Was this the right button? You know, the sort of thing I mean. So thank you. And again, thank you for the support for looking into by royal appointment. It's all there. It's all free as ever if you've got the time. Let's get back to your royal story of the day. This story, as I say, I find very intriguing indeed. For two simple reasons, really, chums, let me tell you, because this all centres upon the very difficult life of course, Prince Andrew. He has made something of a hash of it, let's be blunt, and if you thought the Newsnight interview went well with the BBC, well, really, you have lost a grip of reality, and that's being kind, right? I would say that really because of the way that he's lived and he's been brought up, and I've met him, you know, whatever people say, he is courteous, he is polite, but I would say that he had the late Duke of Edinburgh's very short fuse if you didn't get it quickly. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We are a product of our parents, and you know, we all knew Prince Philip was very short fused. I think Andrew took it to a new level. But the story that's really intriguing and I've dug into is simply this. It's all about apparently how Harry and of course Prince Andrew had a fallout with regards to some disparaging remarks about his wife Meghan Markle. And what's interesting here is there's two things where, you know, it's very, very difficult because 2 points I would like to highlight here. Remember, Meghan Markle started a friendship with Princess Eugenie and claimed she had no idea about the royal family. Your friends called her princess, but you don't know. You no idea. You never think, who's the parents? Nothing. So she had no idea, apparently, who Prince Andrew or Duchess Fergie was. So that never made sense to me. Secondly, the friendship continued even though this apparent situation had happened many years ago. And the other side of the coin is talking to people who were literally working there at that time. They have no recollection of this at all. Likewise, what's interesting is they would have known gossip goes through palace walls. There's no two ways about it. But of course, one might also suggest that Prince Andrew may have offered a few bon mots regarding Harry's wife, you know, the fact that she's an actress, the fact that she may not sit comfortably within the monarchy. Remember, he would have had that discussion with the late Queen Elizabeth. They were very close. But what's really interesting here is there is simply no actual record of this fisticuffs taking place or anything like that. None of it really tallies up. Of course, when you're selling a book, that's exactly what you want. Basically, a good story that you can't really find the truth about. Now, place yourself in this. Prince Harry apparently got all bloodied and everything like that, and it became a very strong sort of punch-up. This is a man who fell against a dog bowl when Prince William broke his necklace, and he went on Stephen Colbert to complain about it. So when you look at it in a bigger picture like that, the question you may ask yourself is, this does seem a far outlandish claim, right? And more importantly, if this had happened and Harry and Andrew had have had this sort of fight, why then did Princess Eugenie, who's very close to her father, very close indeed, why would she continue a friendship knowing that this had taken place? Now, I'm not defending either side. What I'm saying is, and I know the inside track, well, do you think it really happened? Or is it very useful to become a sensation in the hope, of course, of selling a book? No actual proof and nothing from any staff member. I'll just leave it there. I'd love to know what you think. Neil Sean in the very heart of the United Kingdom.